someone's away on maternity leave. Will you come and do a couple of classes? And yeah, not a problem. What are we teaching? So bang, you slotted in. So I just fell into this kind of lifestyle. In order to keep it going, summer was coming, so I volunteered with Belfast Voluntary Services, and they put me into Highfield Estate. It was tremendous. It was an eye-opener. It was quite amazing. I mean, 10-year-olds on the community centre roof, and I'm trying to get them down, and the community worker came out and said, we'll get the boys to get them down. What boys? the UF something or other would get them down and probably kneecap the poor fellows, you know, for climbing on the roof and trying to take the lead or something. But, you know, I was just amazed at the way in which, you know, these little terrorists. And so straight away I kind of went, let's go out, let's go and see what's going on. Let's not stay here. These kids want to be outside. It's good weather. Let's go. And so I would take them in the walks up the mountain, Black Mountain at the back there. You know, and that's where I learnt, you know, there's Protestant cows and there's Catholic cows. I couldn't tell the difference, but you know, they knew. They knew which cows were kicked with which foot. And it was amazing. And this was at the time, a big bush hat. And on the side of it was a little stuck shamrock that had been there for, you know, for like 10 years. I'd owned the hat. You know, one little fellow come up to me and said, "They make a great target, mate." What? That weed on your hat, you know? Like, Jesus, it's amazing. But it was quite a divided kind of thing. It really was, and I learnt the hard way, the good way, you know, what was going on. And I stayed on with that, with Voluntary Services Belfast, and I became kind of like a leader for the East Belfast group. And we took volunteers out to talk and to be with, I guess, you know, that Voluntary Services in those days was just doing a piece of work for the elderly or the disabled, but it was contact. It was real contact. The people who were on there getting the brew and that and volunteered for it sometimes were a little behind the 8 ball in you know, their confidence skills and their self-awareness, and my job was to get a team together, a ramshackle team, and go out and do some work. And so along the way, it was about conversation, it was about sharing, it was about being together, and then straight away the person who owned the house, the old woman or the old man, who was a little bit standoffish, not showing, but needed the work done, and then a cup of tea and a sandwich, and we were talking histories. You know, straight away I knew that no 6 people could say where they were from, although they all came from Belfast. It was, you know, Northern Ireland, or it was, you know, Ulster, or it was a, you know, a British citizen.